Hey there, welcome to another episode of James's N-Scale Train Layout Project. I'm James. Appreciate you joining me tonight. I wanted to introduce you to a member of my team. It is a train set from Kato. It's the EMD E7 A and E7 B. I love this train set. I want to introduce you to how I use it, how I prepare it for my layout. It's not just because it's a cool looking set of two locomotives. We're going to go over that in a little bit, but also because it's part of a set. So let me just kind of show you what this set looks like. So here's the set. You can see the EMD E7 A and B locomotives here, and then you also can get the New York Central 20th Century Limited 9-car set and an additional 4-car set. That makes 13 cars. Okay, and then if you're like me, you buy 2 sets. Okay, so that means I got 9 plus 9 plus another 8. That's like 500,000 passenger cars, or more accurately 26. And I'm going to see how many of these cars these are going to pull for me. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me show you what I do first to get the engines ready, and then we're going to check it out. So let's take a look at what these locomotives are. One thing I love about all Kato project. All right, so let's take a look at what you get in these packages. One thing I love about all of Kato's products is they're beautifully, beautifully packaged, okay? And not only do they look good, but they also function long after you make your purchase, and that's really important. So let's open up this box, and you know, I've had these for a few weeks, so they look a little bit different when they're brand new than right now, but you can see they come in really great plastic boxes. They're They're beautifully presented, and you can see I've already numbered mine 6 and 7. Yes, I use single digits for my trains. It's just what I like. Sorry if that doesn't make me a pro, but that's just it's just easier for me. Anyway, so they come like this, and let me just show you this set. Again, I've had it for a couple of weeks. Down here, they provided some great Unitrack for you to display it. Over in this little corner, they had some of those little metal pins that they have you put in the couplers. And the one thing that I've learned is never use those pins from Kato. I screw up all of my couplers every time I use them. So I just try and figure out other ways of being able to make it happen. Anyway, look how beautiful this box is. I can keep this box and store my cars in it for a really long time because of the quality of this packaging. So that really, really matters to me. Okay, so after you put the decoders in, you have to be able to differentiate one from... Okay, so after you put the decoders in, you got to differentiate them because one of them is going to be running forward, that's the A, and then one of them is going to be running backward, that's the B. So what I do is I just put a little dot on the back of my B, and I know that he always goes on backwards like this. Whoops, like that. See? So here are those EMD E7 units on the track. They sure look beautiful, don't they? So after you put the decoders in, you're going to need to program them so that the A unit is always going forward. That's usually already done. But you need to make sure that the B unit is programmed to always go backward. So the normal direction of travel or the N dot will be changed in the DCC programming so that this guy always goes backwards. And I always test them separately when I'm putting them on the track to make sure that both of them are powered. So what you need to do in order to make these two guys work in tandem is set up a multi-unit, which I have done. and then I just kind of test it, keeping them separate and making sure that they work. And let's put them together. Try it one more time. It is so great using DCC. Now remember, both of these locos are powered, and they will both help pull those passenger coaches. So let's see how many this tandem setup can pull. Okay, so as you can see, I've got 7 cars on here right now, and it looks like it's going okay on just the outer ring. It's a little sluggish in places, and it looks like places that I might need to either add more power or just, you know, there's a big steep 4% grade going up into that tunnel. It seems like it's getting through it. There's some stops and starts. You guys who know trains better than I can maybe give me some indication. I can put some, you know, some of that conductor lube on the tracks and maybe do another good cleaning, but it's getting there. I don't think this is going to pull any more than this number of passenger cars, even with the double locomotive, not on my layout anyway. And I don't think it's going to get through the inner circle. We can check that out. But it sure looks sweet, doesn't it? Let's look what it looks like with the lights off. I put those lighting kits in myself. I do not love putting in my own lighting kits, but boy, I sure love the effect of those beautiful lit passenger coaches. All right, folks, I have just one final update. I actually added this to the end after I published the video yesterday. I sat down and I really thought about what I needed to do in order to get these trains running on the track. I went ahead and I reset the decoders, my Digitrax Zephyr, and I also cleaned the track and made sure that the physical connections in the locomotive, since I had recently installed decoders and I am a new decoder installer, and between all of those things, the trains are running much more smoothly. So I have been able to put together the 13 cars with the 9-car limited set and the 4-car add-on set. That's 13 passenger coaches for these EMD 7s. And EMD E7s, they look great. Look at those lights. Very pleased with the results. Don't think that I'll be able to run this in my inner track. Think that's a little too ambitious, but I will try it. But I did want to just let you know that we do have all 13 cars in this beautiful set running on my outer track. It looks great. I love the EMD E7 set. So thanks very much for watching. Just wanted to give you a little update.